Let's talk today about AMC shares, especially since we have a very serious reversal shaping up. We'll definitely touch on options, where we have the biggest volume, $2, $2.50, $3. That's, of course, where the price is headed. And I had videos about AMC, where I looked at this company quite skeptically, because, my friends, I don't like to chase short squeezes. I like to trade reversals, and perhaps a reversal in AMC shares is starting, or not yet. In this video, we'll figure out whether this is a reversal or not. And no. Before moving on to an analysis of option volatility, let's quickly take a look at what has happened over the last few years in general. Well, everyone knows and loves the company for its sharp rise, for the so-called short squeeze, where you can make 500% in a couple of days, and, my friends, I know. I don't need to tell you that this is not the final price. Before the split, of course, the price here was much higher, around $80. I remember this as if it were now. I remember all of it. I traded all of it. And right now, for some reason, the charts are displaying the price incorrectly. But this, my friends, is not the most important thing. The most important thing is that I have never recommended trying to catch the price on short squeezes, because that's a pure lottery. You might get lucky, but in 99% of cases, you won't. I like to catch a stock on a reversal, and right now, as we can see, there is an absolutely normal, sane, good reversal happening. That is, we are not just catapulting in one move, for example to $10, as happened in May 2024, but are beginning to steadily reverse upward, to rise. One day by 2%, by 1%, like it was in April. This is very good, quality growth, and it's confirmed by volumes, and there must necessarily be corrections. As we can see, RSI is very oversold, and as we can see, what was oversold is now in a normal range, and the price is above that level. So corrections should be happening, and they are happening completely properly. Then there's growth again. There are corrections again, and then growth again. The rise is an absolutely healthy reversal. Well, at least that's how it looks. And my friends, no, I want to assure you, you haven't lost anything yet. If you want to buy call options, you can do it now. Only now is it appropriate to look at them. Not when there was a downtrend. Back then it was a shot in the dark, but right now it's different. Yes, you missed some 100% or so, but, my friends, that's nothing. It's better to not make an extra 100% than to lose money. Moreover, if that's the case, the stock can keep rising further and further. Let's look at the options market, at volatility, and what's going on. Well, as we can see, the implied volatility for AMC shares is quite large, around 100%, but it has always been like that. Let's look at the volatility smile. My friends, the volatility smile. There's practically none here. And, as we can see, the increase in volatility is mainly happening on call options. This is actually a very good sign. Yes, certainly right now call options are starting to cost a lot more. That is, actually, for buying call options, this isn't very good. But it's good for a rise in the stocks. So there's confirmation that it is the call options that are getting more expensive. Options aren't really getting more expensive here. That is, nobody is really betting on a decline, not hedging these stocks. Now let's look at open interest. So open interest for put options is $2. That is, in fact, $2 at the moment is already becoming a fairly serious resistance. And that's also a good sign. At first, as we can see, that was resistance up to $2. Now $2 acts as support. Yes, support. Of course, I meant that $2 is support for the stocks. We also have very large volume on call options. That's $2, $2.5, and $3. And as we can see, the volume on call options is actually much higher than on put options. This, my friends, is also a good sign. Now let's look at open interest. We immediately notice that, again, for put options, there isn't as much interest as for call options. These are $2, $2.50, $3. And we also have very large open interest at $10. I also wanted to draw your attention that at $10, we have open interest in January 2027. That is, these are long options 6 months out. That's also a good sign, my friends. Potential upside to $10. And in fact, it exists. It exists for this company. We will definitely review the reports now. Well, at least the options are saying that. So, as we see, our largest open interest is distributed on the nearest date. That is, the yellow bars. Most likely these are either some hedgers or investors, traders who are trying to make money on a lottery ticket. But we are interested in the long-dated options, because professionals, after all, choose long-dated options. And right here, that's a good sign. This is $10. Mostly the open interest is under the long-dated $10 option. This, my friends, is a good sign and good potential. That's precisely why I'm telling you that you haven't lost anything at all, because the potential for growth can be even greater and greater. Yes, of course, it's better to make sure the reversal has begun. As I'm showing now, that is, I didn't start recording the video when it was roughly here, in early April or in May. As we can see, there are already more confirmations here. But in any case, my friends, I would under no circumstances recommend to anyone, even taking this into account, to put all their money on it. Under no circumstances. 5 to 10% of capital is the maximum risk you can afford. Well, at least that's how I trade. This is my opinion. You may, of course, disagree with it. And, my friends, under no circumstances try to buy near-term options. Yes, with near-term options, you can become a millionaire in a few weeks. I'm not arguing with that. But you can also become a millionaire by buying lottery tickets. The will be exactly the same, because guessing the exact moment when a stock will rise that much, well, is impossible. Just as impossible. Unfortunately, if you want, by all means, to buy options, then only long-dated options. And, my friends, preferably for at least half a year. For example, like January, but even January of this, possibly, will be insufficient. I might perhaps choose June 2027, that is, year-long options. As we can see, such options are available. Well, more precisely, there are ones for March 2027, and for January 2028 for 500 days. Actually, the options here are quite inexpensive. It would seem, my friends, 500 days. And, for example, for an option of $3, you will pay only $1 per share. I remind you that one option is 100 shares. Therefore, $1 multiplied by 100. Therefore, this option will cost $100. That is, essentially, your invested capital is 3 times less. That is, instead of spending $300 on 100 shares, you spend only $100 on 100 shares. So, purely hypothetically, you can increase the position threefold without thereby losing the liquidity of the portfolio. That's what proper position management means. That's what I'm talking about. Plus, there's a huge... The term, it's 544 days. That's 1.5 years. That should obviously be enough to form the concept and the position. Besides, such long-dated options have very low theta. I remind you, theta is one of the Greeks, and it is the time decay. So here we have minus $0.001. That is, essentially, you lose less than 1 cent. That is, 0.1 cent per day if the price does not move. So there's practically no time decay. And in, for example, 6 months or 8 months, when, for example, theta will slowly increase, you can already decide to get rid of this option. Or, for example, wait longer. That's the strength of options, as far as I'm concerned. I tried to convey as much as possible regarding open interest and volumes. Now let's look at the news. What's happening? On July 20th, the company posted second quarter results that management called the highest quarterly revenue and adjusted EBITDA in its 106-year history. Total revenues were $1,596.7 million, and adjusted EBITDA came in at $321.4 million, with adjusted EPS reported at $0.14. Traders will hear this as clear operating leverage coming back to the model. Revenue momentum from the summer slate lifted margins materially. On camera, I'd say watch for whether that strength sustains into the back half, and how the market re-rates the stock given improving cash generation versus the still elevated share count. This is AMC's Form 10Q for the quarter ended March 31st, 2026, filed with the SEC on May 5th, 2026. Top-line strength. Total revenues were $1.045 billion for the quarter, up from $862.5 million a year earlier. Losses narrowed materially. Net loss was $117.1 million versus a $202.1 million loss in the prior year quarter, and basic and diluted loss per share was minus $0.22. Management highlights: improved operating leverage. Operating expense fell to 39.4% of revenues, from 46.7% a year ago. Capital actions are front and center. The company raised proceeds from an ATM, 55.2 million shares, $64.7 million gross, and disclosed a May 4th, 2026 exchange transaction to issue roughly 129.7 million shares to settle $142.2 million of new exchangeable notes. A subsequent Odeon term loan, $425 million, was also noted. Trader takeaways. Revenue and margin trends are improving, but near-term dilution and debt/credit moves will drive trading risk and liquidity dynamics. Then we'll review the report that came out very recently, and we'll sum up. Also, let's quickly take a look at the short interest percentage. And, actually, here, the stock has a very, very small short interest percentage. We still need, of course, to check how recently that information was updated. But my understanding is that it is not more than, in any case, 10%. And, my friends, that too, in my personal view, is a good sign. As you've probably gathered, I'm not a hunter of quick millions. I'm not a chaser of those incredible short squeezes. I'm most likely going to be selling options here, because there will be a large premium. At least in 2021, that's what I did. Forgive me. And I made good money on it. My concept is to invest in a company that has turned around, that has profit potential. And it's good that we're rising not on, as usual, a short squeeze. And we're already growing steadily because the company has started to develop. My friends, if investors and traders understand that, yes, this company is worth it, then they will start to invest. And we can quite possibly see prices. Well, of course, not the absolute peak hype. But yes, at least the $50 to $60 level. That is, before the split, that's $5 to $6. I fully believe that this could happen. Let's quickly take a look at the seasonality of this company. As we can see, yes, 2021 was a gigantic year of growth. But if we remove it then, as we can see, the company mostly, of course, declined during that time. And only in 2026 did it begin to more or less grow. So, my friends, let's keep watching and continue to follow this company. If you have questions, be sure to write about this company. And if you want me to analyze another stock, also be sure to write. I also recommend you watch my previous video. Good trading, everyone. Thank you for your attention. Until next time.